The next day, Sister Cabrini and the sisters went straight to the bar in the area to see Vittoria. The owner asks them to leave right away. Vittoria was upstairs seeing what is going on down. Gianna asked the sisters to leave, that Vittoria is busy. But Vittoria waited for them somewhere on the way to talk to them and asked them not to come back. They asked her to help them find the little girls. Vittoria told them to get their lamps, and she took them in tunnels where water and sewage passed. And through the tunnels they found some children. With the help of Vittoria, Cabrini and the sisters kept rescuing the different kids who were living in the different tunnels. Paola and his friend were watching on the street. Paola has a gun, and they wanted to rob for some food, but his friend told him, put that gun away. These are just nuns. So they went in the way of the nuns and asked them to hand over the food. Cabrini was holding a basket full of bread. Cabrini called them by name. He knew their name. They were shocked. He told them, you can take this basket of bread, or you can choose to come to our house as guests and eat a full meal. So they both ended up at the orphanage eating a full meal with the rest of the kids that were rescued by Cabrini and the sisters with the help of Vittoria. As Vittoria was taking care of Paola was the one we saw at the beginning of the movie. His father killed himself, and his mom died of typhus in a wheelbarrow. Vittoria dressed him up and told him his mom would be so proud because he looks so smart. He looked at himself in a mirror, and indeed he was smart. Later on that day, as they were eating, Giano, the bar owner, came in shouting, dragging Vittoria by the ear to go back to work in the bar. Cabrini demanded he lets her go. On the way, Paola tried to stop him. Giano pushed Paola, and Paola hit his head down in the corner. Cabrini stood in the way and told Giano to stop, and that if he does not stop, he will face God's wrath. Giano asked Cabrini to get out of his way. Paola, behind him, pointed a gun at Giano. Vittoria escaped from Giano's grip as Giano placed his hands up in surrender. The sister pleaded with Paola to put the gun down. Giano added on, asking the boy to put the gun down. But as he was taking a step forward, Paola fired and shot him. As Cabrini waits outside the clinic, Father Marcello lets her know that the pimp will be okay. He asks, so the kid in the orphanage shot a pimp while you stood in the doorway blocking a prostitute inside the orphanage. Be careful, my friend, or this place will eat you alive. Back at the orphanage, Mother Cabrini sits Paola down and puts the gun on the table. Paola says that it's the gun that his father used on himself. The sister tells Paola, I have removed the bullets, but the children and I want to know, what do you plan to do with the gun? Paola, in the presence of all who stayed at the orphanage, got the gun and dumped it in the fire. Vittoria, deep in thought, took a knife from her drawer as she was going to the streets. Cabrini visits the town hall to ask for assistance to the orphanage. She was denied. Cabrini goes to the Archbishop to ask for permission to solicit funds. The Archbishop informed her that the diocese has worked so hard to maintain a good relationship with the high citizens of this city, and she will not be allowed to jeopardize that. She was told not to beg money, that she is not going to beg her way up the elite people of this city. But Cabrini stated that she needs the orphanage to have some doors, and she needs the Archbishop's help. She wants the kids to be safe, not to worry that at night some pimp will come and harm the kids. The Archbishop told her the only help he can give. He got and signed a paper and told her, you can make donations once a year, but you are not allowed to collect any donation from the American people. Cabrini asked the Archbishop, so you want me to help the impoverished Italians with funds collected from only the impoverished Italians? The Archbishop told her, this is a command. You are not allowed to solicit money from any American people or American organizations. Vittoria on the street at night moving with some bread. Giano cuts him off with another guy. He wants revenge. They beat her up, but Giano wants her to pay with her life for what happened to him. Giano's friend tried to stop Giano, but Giano laid on top of her, got a huge stone and ready to smash her head so she can die, when Vittoria pierced a knife in his chest and he fell dead. Vittoria, talking to Cabrini, she has been a prostitute all her life, since childhood. Now, she has blood on her hands. She told Cabrini that there is no water in the world that can ever make her clean. Cabrini tells her that when she looks at her, she sees a strong, courageous woman. Cabrini tells Vittoria that they are alike. They are both survivors. She told her they don't get to choose how they come into the world, but they get to choose how they live in the world. The kids came calling Paola, telling Sister Cabrini that they have found a dead girl in one of the tunnels. Cabrini got a lamp and they went straight to the tunnel, and they found water flowing, and besides the water was a kid who had died. As they were passing through the city, as Cabrini and Vittoria were passing through the city, Vittoria Mad told Cabrini even rats have it better in New York than the children of 5 Points. Cabrini looked around at the people in the city that they were passing by, and she asked, "But do these people know that rats have it better?" Vittoria told her that no, these people will never step foot in a place like 5 Points. Then Cabrini said, "We need to take 5 Points to them then."